Okay, here's part 3. Here's the worksheet right here. And I'll put it, I'm going to hand this out in just a minute. But if you're watching the video, you can just freeze frame and copy it or something. Number 1, let me finish this problem, and then those of you going to CART, you can come on up here and get the worksheets. Number 1, what's given? Well, if you read the directions, you need to draw a picture of it and also solve it mathematically like we just did. But look at this. Number 1, it says 4 meters to the east. Well, what does that mean? A is 4 meters to the east. Well, you have to recognize this, that the compass points that we're going to be using, north, south, east, and west. I mean, this is a standard way of doing it on a map. So the east is really the positive x direction. North is the positive y. West is the negative x direction, and south the negative y direction. So when I say A is 4 meters to the east, I can write it in rectangular coordinates. 4 meters to the east is just 4 meters in the positive x and 0 meters in the y direction. And then let's look at vector B. What direction is north? Well, north is straight up. So B is 0 meters. You don't have to put meters with 0. In the x direction, and it's positive 7 meters in the y. And so we want to find the resultant vector. Well, we want to draw a picture of A plus B. And then we want the resultant vector. What is it? Magnitude and direction. I want it in polar coordinates. Well, let's solve it. For A, I'm just going to draw, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's vector A. And then B is 7. It's going to be a little bit longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so my resultant starts where A starts and ends where B ends. There's my resultant vector. Now, let's do it mathematically. Maybe I could, let me zoom out a little bit. So here's B. So R is A plus B equals R. Now A is 4 meters, 0 meters. And B is 0 meters, 7 meters. So when I add them, we're going to move 4 meters in the x direction and 7 meters in the y direction. Well, now this is my answer in rectangular coordinates, but I want you to put them in polar coordinates. So R will be equal to the square root of 4 squared plus 7 squared. This will be in meters. And when you do the math, you get 8.1 meters. And then theta is the inverse tangent of the y value over the x value. Do I have to add 180 degrees to my answer? No, because since I'm in the first quadrant here, because both of these are positive, I don't need to add 180 degrees. My calculator gives me the right angle, or the correct angle. which turns out to be 60.3 degrees. So I can say that vector r is equal to 8.1 meters. That's my magnitude. 60.3 degrees. That's my direction. So that's the answer to number 1. So what I'd like you to do now is as much of this worksheet as possible before the bell rings.